Miss Walker. Is your Billy in?
I'm expecting him into lunch at any moment.
Oh, I see.
Unless there's perhaps something I could do.
Well, yes, I suppose there is one thing you could do, Mrs. Walker.
Yes.
Have a half of your best bitter.
Okay. How exactly do you mean, a sale?
Well, you know, a sale. Massive reductions, all prices slashed. Martha Longhurst once got a gramophone with the lovely mahogany finish from a sale over at the congregation, and she still had change from a florin.
Why the heck do you want a sale in a blooming grocer's shop?
Well, all shops do it this time of the year, don't they? All proper shops, that is, to make way for us Christmas lines.
You sure it's not because you can't get rid of all that foreign rubbish you got yourself lumbered with?
Doors open 8 o'clock sharp tomorrow morning. Oh, and there's a free tin of toffees for the first cash customer. It used to make Enrico Caruso sound just like Paul Robeson, and it used to come up lovely. She kept it on top of her sewing machine in the front room window after her aspidestra passed away.
Pardon?
Are you looking for me, Squire?
Oh, yeah. Those two tearaways.
Oh, Bonnie and Clyde.
Judd and Frank, yeah.
Well,
But have you been down the station yet?
no, not yet. Why?
Only that if you want to get them nailed, you better get your skates on.
Why's that then?
Somebody's tipped them off, you're going to report them.
Well, it's funny, that is. I hope it gives them pleasant dreams.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm not going to report them. I've changed my mind.
Well, then what?
Not much. Just that he won't be going to the police, and that was that.
Well, you's a clever little girl, then.
I'm not just a pretty face.
That's another good turn I owe you.
I'll send my bill in at the end of the week. Funny, I don't remember hearing the butler announce you.
I just thought I'd pop up and let you know.
Oh?
Doors open 8 o'clock sharp tomorrow morning.
What doors?
For the sale, downstairs, like.
Oh. Anything else?
Not just at present.
Honestly? All we need's a couple of 100 hippies and you couldn't tell this place from Piccadilly Circus.
Well?
What?
Well, you still haven't told me how you swung it for us with Billy Walker.
Oh, that. He's not a bad lad, ain't Billy, you know. He's been around a bit himself.
Yeah, I reckon.
Now, look here, Billy, I said to him, getting him in this half Nelson. Just you leave Frank Bradley to me. I'll see to it that he never strays from the straight and narrow again.
You didn't really say that, did you?
Well, words to that effect. Yes, Frank Bradley, your life of crime has come to a sticky end. From now on, you're a pipe and slippers man.
Oh.
Well, you didn't mind me saying that, did you?
No, why should I mind? I mean, it got us off the hook with the fuss, didn't it? Sort of conditional discharge. Bound over to keep the peace for 12 months. Wait till I tell Judd.
Judd?
Well, he's got a vested interest in all this, hasn't he?
Frank?
Yeah?
How long have you known him?
Oh, since I was knee-high to a fruit machine. We're practically brothers. Why?
Nothing, I just wondered, that's all.
How's the 5 bars you subbed me?
Keep it, it'll tide you over till you get a job.
Cheers.
You will be getting a job, won't you?
Of course. Matter of fact, I'm on my way to the Labour Exchange now.
Oh, shall I come?
No. I'll see you in the Rovers later, okay?
All right. Hey.
Later.
Hello, love.
Hello. What does it feel like then?
What?
Being an accessory after the fact, or whatever the technical term is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, in that case, I'll spell it out for you. There's these two tearaways doing up a stolen car in Billy Walker's garage. Billy Walker finds out and he's going to tell the police. But somebody discovers this and tips off the two tearaways. Somebody with blonde hair, blue eyes, and a very cockeyed standard of values. Oh, yes, and by the way, there's a message for you.
No?
Judge says, thank you very much for all your help. And can you do a quick spray job on a jag for him and knocking off this weekend?
Very funny.
No, Val, it's not funny at all. Well, aren't you going to tell me why? Or don't you know why? Is it one of those wild feminine impulses?
Oh, don't be so patronising. Of course I know why. Why do you think?
I don't know, love. That's why I'm asking.
Well, because of
Bet, of course.
Bet?
Why else? She's infatuated with that boy, or hadn't you
Oh,
known?
I see. So we got to turn a blind eye every time he knocks a car off to get the money to take her out.
Oh, don't be stupid.
I'm trying not to be.
Look,
love.
I told them because I thought if I did, there would be no more fuss and no more bother. They'll just go away and none of us will see them again, including Bet.
Well, I've got news for you. They've not gone.
What?
And Billy Walker has not gone to the police.
Well, why not?
Well, I suppose he didn't want all the fuss and bother, love. I mean, after all, why should he care any more than we do? I mean, it wasn't a car of ours those two knocked off, was it?
Oh, it's no use, Stan. I just can't go on.
You what?
I can't give my full attention to this, not knowing what might be going on right above us very heads.
Look, I told you. He went out an hour ago.
Well, it's not now I'm bothered about. I mean, the pubs is open now, aren't they?
Pubs?
Yeah. I mean, we all know they don't run as high when the pubs is open, don't we? We know that from my own experience, don't we?
What don't run as high?
Carnal inclinations.
Oh, give up. Well, look, it's none of our business.
Of course it's our business. I'm not having our Irma coming home from Torquay to a house of ill repute.
How do you know how it's going on up there? You've got no proof, have you?
Oh, haven't I got proof? You didn't see what I seen, not an our sense.
Oh, what was that then?
Well, I went upstairs, minding my own business like, not expecting nothing.
Oh, yeah.
And there they was, together.
What, him and her?
That's right.
And?
He had his arms round her.
His arms round her.
Both of them.
There's no flipping law against them. They are courting, aren't they?
One thing, Stanley Ogden, has been known to lead to another.
Listen, if you think orgies are going on up there, what do you want me to do about it?
Well, she needs a good talking to, that girl. A father's touch.
Oh, no, you don't. The last time I had father's talk was our Trevor. He taught me more than I've ever knew. If you want to talk to her, you talk to her yourself.
Oh, that's typically you, isn't it? Stand by and say now while that poor girl goes to hell with clogs on.
She's one of your lot, isn't she? You talk to her.
Right, I will. Just as soon as the right opportunity presents itself. What do you mean now?
Double top you want?
Eh?
You know, double top, double 20.
Oh, yes, oh, I see. You mean that little one right at the top of the board? Right. That's another half a bit here.
Hey, you don't fancy a game of 5s and 3s, do you, with a rum and pep on the side?
No thanks, Dad. I'm trying to give 'em up.
Oh, well, good then.
Hey, didn't I see you in a film once? Or was that Paul Newman?
That's 1 and a penny, Omi. Hi.
Hiya, love. What do you want?
Well, that looks good.
Another half a bit of love.
Right.
How do you go on then?
Oh, the labour. Nothing doing, kid. Come back next week.
Oh, well, here's to next week then. Cheers.
Cheers.
Now, that's 3 and 3, Omi.
Make it 5 and 5, love. I'm a pint man myself.
And a pint of bitter for the human sink.
Right, pint of bitter.
Funny, I can distinctly remember rubbing myself all over with carbolic before I came out. Next time I'll be fumigated just to be sure, like. Don't worry.
You want something?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just what you might call a wrecking.
Oh, what?
Hey, are them going off?
Are they hackers like?
No. Oh, they're not going off to me.
Listen, if you want to buy out, come here tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, 8 sharp. Otherwise, don't think of the goods. It's not a food taster.
You what?
You heard.
Right, well, anything else, Mrs. Walker? No, thank you, dear. Sufficient end of the day, as the saying is. Yeah, that's right. Well, that's 14 and 6, then.
I'm sorry, Hilda, I think you're making a mistake. I make it 10 shillings.
Oh, no. No, definitely 14 and 6. May I, if you like?
But how silly, my dear. You're charging me at pre-sale prices.
That's right, Mrs. Walker.
Yes, but I'm a regular account customer and have been for some time. Surely that doesn't apply to me.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Walker, but us business people can't afford to have no favourites.
I see.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of toffees are you giving away?
Eh? Oh, we're boiled sweets.
Oh. Oh, well, that's all right then, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, well, I mean, if they'd been cannibals or something like that, I wouldn't have wanted them, would I?
Wouldn't you?
No.
Why?
Well, cannibals stick to your plate.
Joe. Look, what do you want me to do?
But he's no good, Frank.
He's me mate, isn't he? He's got me out of some tight corners, as Judd.
How many has he got you into?
Look, nobody gets me into anything I don't want to. I'm a big boy now, Bet, so stop crowding me. Because if there's one thing I can't take, it's some chick crowding me.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what are you two still doing here?
Beg your pardon?
Well, I'd have thought you'd have been all geared up by now with your riot shields and your little tin helmets ready to join the rest of the stormtroopers.
I'm afraid the direction of this conversation eludes me.
Oh, come off it, Mum. Don't tell me that it's escaped your eagle-eyed attention that today is D-Day.
D-Day?
Yes, over at the shop. Never to be repeated offers, all that, etc., etc.
Oh, that. If you think for one moment that I'm going to get involved in that brouhaha, you don't know your own mother very well.
You mean you're not going?
My dear Billy, shopping to a woman of any sensibility at all is one of the finer pleasures of life, something to be savoured.
Yes, I know. I've seen them savouring each other's eyes out at the sales down in the smoke.
Ah, yes. Well, of course, there is a certain class of woman who is prepared to behave like a hooligan to save a few shillings.
I'd have said more like a professional footballer myself, but
But
let that
I flatter myself I am not one of them. Wouldn't you agree, Mrs. Turpin?
Oh, yes, and I mean, any rod, I don't think there's anything across there that they can cut down on. I mean, a shop of that size.
Oh, that's not what I've heard.
Huh?
No, my information is that Hilda Ogden has cut things down so drastically that they're coming in by coachloads from Widnes and Warrington. Still, as you say, it's the principle that counts in these matters, and I really do admire a woman of principle.
I don't know. You think you're shoving?
If you were a gentleman, Albert Tartuck, you would know that it's ladies first.
Yes, well, if I were a gentleman, I wouldn't need to be here at all, would I? I'd have sent me butler.
Oh, he's no manners. He never did that.
No, I was here before they were even any sort of a knocker up about. And you women, you're all the bloody
Oh, it's
same.
ladies
That's
first.
just to give you the vote, don't you? And as soon as you get it, you still don't suit you start squealing. Ain't none of you be passing out before long.
I wouldn't pass out near you, Albert Tartuck. It was the last thing I did.
Yeah, well, think on your door, because I'm not moving whatever happens, not even the administration of the last rites.
Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting?
Come on, Hilda. Where have you been right now?
Now then, the dogs see the rabbits.
Hi.
Hi. Bit rough down there, is it?
Hell hath no fury like a woman after tuppence off.
Look, about yesterday.
Ah, forget it.
I'm sorry.
I said forget it.
Coffee?
No thanks. How long are you going to be then?
Oh, just as long as it takes me to brush my hair.
How far did you get last night?
Over the other side of town.
Oh.
Them big Victorian houses near the park gates.
Oh, aye, yeah.
I've got one, Frank.
One what?
A flat in one of them big houses.
When did that happen?
Last night.
Kind of sudden, wasn't it?
Don't be daft. I've been thinking about it for a bit. And it's just what I've always wanted. It's got its own bathroom, direct access from the front door, and hey, you can practically stage your cut final in that living room.
It's going to cost you a bit, isn't it?
Well, I can afford it, just.
Great.
Aren't you glad?
Yeah, if that's what you want, sure, I'm glad.
But it's not just what I want, Frank.
Oh?
Well, I mean, I suppose it was you that started me off. Thinking about it, like. When you said about moving in here. Only I couldn't do that because I'm just not that hard-faced. But over there, well, it'd be different. We'd be away from all of them. Away from Hilda Ogden and Judd and... What's up? Is it still yesterday?
No, it's nothing like that. I'm glad for you, honest.
Well, what then?
It's this old thing. Jordan and the Billy Walker bit. He won't go to the fuss if you promise I'll keep my nose clean.
Well, I was only trying to help.
But you weren't, were you, Bet? You really would try to keep my nose clean. Why is it you meet a bird and everything's great at first? And then all of a sudden she starts wanting to change you.
Is that what I've been doing?
It's what all birds do all of the time. If I'd have wanted reforming, I wouldn't have come to you for it, Bet. I'd have let the pros down and Borstal do it.
I see. So you won't be wanting to move in the flat then after all?
No.
Well, I can always give back word, and we weren't doing so bad as we were we?
No, Bet. That's what I come round to tell you this morning. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and...
Oh.
It's not that I don't like you, I do. Only... that's as far as it goes with me, you know what I mean?
I think so.
See, I like birds. I get on great with them at first. Everything's fine, and then all of a sudden I start getting this hemmed-in feeling. And that's when you know it, isn't it? It's not the real thing. I'm sorry, Bet, I'm just not ready to settle down yet.
It's funny. I don't recall making any proposals of marriage.
You don't always have to, do you?
I thought you said you needed me.
I did need you. Only the night I said that, well, that was probably the top for us, and... well, from the top, there's only one way, and that's down. I'm sorry, Bet. But when one doesn't feel like the other feels... best thing to do is just break it clean.
Excuse me. Well, I've come in for a packet of hairpins. What's your excuse?
I trust you haven't neglected your duties to come here, Mrs. Turpin, and I hope that you won't be long.
Oh, she used to be a gym mistress, you know, in Belfast.
Anything else, Val?
No, thanks, Hilda. I don't think the house gets to stand anymore this time.
Come on, hurry up now.
Hello?
We've been here ages, haven't we? Yeah, looking at you. Can you all like?
Will you look after those, love? I won't be
Hey, it's marvellous, isn't it? You know, I come in here as a school teacher, wanting a box of matches, and I leave the beast of flipping burden.
That's the way it goes, isn't it?
Half a dozen tins of that 9-penny soup, please.
Hey, Stanley, I know ours is not the reason why I like, but surely some of this stuff must be going at less than cost, isn't it?
Ah, well, I mean, that's business, isn't it? You know, knowing when to stick and when to get shut.
Would it help if I put the kettle on?
No, thanks. Oh, God, look at me. That must look a right mess. Anyway, who cares?
He'll come round.
Don't talk daft.
Everybody has rows.
It wasn't a row, Val, it was a brush-off. Fellas, you'd think we'd learn, wouldn't you? Only we don't. Keep thinking this one will be different. But they're all the rotten same underneath.
Not all fellas.
How would you know?
Well, I have known one or two besides Ken, you know.
That's nothing to do with it. It's you, as opposed to me. Two different categories.
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't you know about them? The categories? Well, with fellas, you see, there's two kinds of women. There's the nice ones like you, and then there's the others.
Oh, Bet.
The nice ones are the ones you are on your best behaviour with. The ones you don't try it on with. The ones you watch your language in front of. And then you've got the others. Slags. Things. Something to enjoy yourself with. Something to have a good time with. But something you drop quick when something better comes along. And when she starts getting ideas above her station. Like I've met this nice girl. And I'm taking her home to see me ma.
Well, what do you say?
When's he going?
To Savvy.
Birmingham.
All the way to the smoke.
Then what?
What do you mean, then what? Then we find something else, don't we? I mean, consider the lilies of the field. They toil not, neither do they spin. But they never showed up a bother to, had he? My old man told me that. He was a religious maniac. He would have loved to have been burned at the stake, only no one would oblige him. He should have asked me. I would have said burning was too good for him.
All right.
Oh, come on, smile when you say that. Smoke, remember. Birds, remember.
Knock it off, will you?
Oh, don't tell me you still got the hots for that blonde bit.
I said knock it off, Judder.
Still no regrets?
Regrets?
Yeah, but not shopping them.
Oh, no. The fuzz will catch up with them sooner or later. Why should I have their blood on my hands?
Are you going to take off these toffees or aren't you?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? It'll make you feel better, that, wouldn't it, when you're stuffing yourself with your ill-gotten gains?
First cash customer. That was what Hilda Ogden said, and that's me.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been, wouldn't it, if I hadn't have been nobbled?
Look, I know it's none of my business, but I could suggest a compromise.
Oh, what?
Well, if Mrs. Caldwell gave you that tin, would you give her half?
Well, I suppose so.
I'd throw them on the back of the fire first.
Now look what you've blooming well gone and done.
And I wonder why there's wildcat strikes.
You heard any more about your trip to America?
No, but I'm expecting to hear any day now.
For the twins, from me.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Colwell.
Yeah, and that was a crime once on a time, you know.
What?
Accepting stolen property.
All right then, Chuck.
I'm just trying to work out how much we made.
Oh, yeah? How much have we made, then?
Oh, it's the funny part about it, you see.
How do you mean funny?
Well, if I'm right, we're about 20 quid short.
Oh, well, never mind, not to worry. I mean, sums never was your strong point, was they, Chuck? No, I just can't wait to see our Emma's face when she comes through that door tomorrow and sees what her mum and dad have done for her.
That's just what I'm thinking.
Huh?